Hey, it's the beginning of the VOD banter where we're talking.
Hi.
This is the thing that the people on YouTube who don't skip from the beginning hear.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you
Do you ever
doing?
think that maybe we should like post when the game actually starts?
I don't know. I mean, you know,
You like the forcing them to sit through this stuff.
Hi, Mom.Zone. Welcome.
Welcome on that zone. Happy to have you today.
Welcome to the YouTube portion of the VOD, where today on Life City, we'll be visiting
I was gonna
the
say
top 10 creepy cartoon theories.
I was gonna say happy to have you any day that you hop by, you know.
Yeah, of course. Theory number 10.
Oh no.
Most of the Rugrats are dead, actually.
You're like
Stu Pickles has been making toys for the son he could never have.
You're going
As
off
for
on
the
this while I
twins-
was still waking up this morning. Like,
As for the twins, they
you
were
had been
killed
awake.
by Angelica when she was too young to know what she was doing. Oftentimes, she'll pretend out of guilt that the kids are still there, and her friend Susie, understanding of this, will sympathize with her and play along. Number 9. Doug Funny is in a coma.
I can't stop her once she starts on this
Forever
kind of thing,
floating in a void of blackness.
regardless of how
trying
much
to
I try
find
to
his
like
way
hop
back
in
home.
there and keep her from continuing, she will just continue. Like I
Doug
was
Funny
half
has
asleep
been in a
and
coma
was
for the past 10 years, unable to wake up. Though every now and again, he can recount his own name. He's trying to turn the lights on in his head, metaphorically, as we see here in the intro. That's me, he says. As soon as he realizes
Juice
his
said,
name, and
Imagine
the fact that he has a dog.
waking up to this bit like first thing in the morning after you didn't get to sleep until like 3, and
He then recounts little shreds that he can remember from his childhood. Perhaps if he can fit all the pieces together, he'll become conscious enough to wake again.
And she just doesn't.
But at the end of
she
every
does
credit
not,
sequence,
she doesn't
he blacks
quit.
out again
I put
for
on like
another week.
harsh noise rock, like I put on the ghetto getty giga 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 to like drown it out, and she kept going.
Number 8. The Flintstones actually takes place in a nuclear future.
And
As we see,
and Raina,
Flintstones meet the Jets.
And Raina, this bit is Bree trying to do like the YouTuber like theorizer who like creates like fucked up theories about the cartoons you liked as a kid.
They're all the same.
I mean, yes.
And they're just shit-tier takes on
That's
theory.
why they're boring, and that's
Yeah.
why I don't like the joke that much. Because it's just like, no, yeah, it sucks.
I mean,
it's
I made up the Doug Funny one. I'm proud of that.
That one was alright.
Thank you.
I mean,
But-
it's the same issue that I like kind of take with whenever like video games try to like make fun of video gamey things, because you're still doing it.
No, yeah, you're
Like,
still
that's
doing that and getting away
you're
with it,
still
of course.
doing the thing. Anyways, hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to another installment of Devil May Cry.
We're gonna hit demons with a bike, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yo, that's amazing. It's a good weapon.
It's sick. The
Wei Shen will tell
motorcycle.
you.
The fact that they give you a motorcycle to just smack around demons with absolutely rules.
That is
Anyways,
really cool.
Hi everyone. How are y'all doing today?
Hope you're all having a good one.
Suffering defeat after defeat.
Oh, okay. We sat through these cutscenes. I replayed a little bit of stuff, but because I did, that like kind of took away my checkpoints. Hi, Wicked Wheelbaron. Welcome to the stream.
welcome. The motorcycle also has super armor, apparently.
Yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. That's the one unfortunate thing. In my replaying of earlier missions, I did not get reused to playing as Dante, so might be a little bit.
Yo, those katanas are sick. That's a throwback to me, yeah.
There it is.
Everyone is dead or in a coma or hallucinating. I bet those people think soap operas are beneath them as entertainment, even though they contain everything
Dante.
they love. You know what? That I would believe it. Absolutely. They're so deep and edgy, actually. Imagine being too posh for the theater. Please, I'm an
Posh,
intellectual.
posh! How dare you suggest that I watch a soaped opera?
Goodness, I'm an intellectual. I like to watch videos
Oh,
about
damn it.
top 10 creepy cartoon theories. I watch good entertainment.
Also,
the
I have a
arts.
rocket launcher now, so
yes.
that's sick.
Oh, yo. Yeah, you have more stuff here than I remember seeing. I think I
Alright.
missed a thing or two.
You missed a session, yes.
Oh, I'm behind.
Show off your gunslinger stuff.
Oh, yo.
Okay.
You,
Oh yeah, with the rocket launcher. Hold on.
oh, yo. This is looking like some Metroid shit. Like,
It's Metroid-esque, yeah. Oh, well, he's dead.
motorcycle.
So much for showing off against that one.
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Hey.
Yeah, I finally get to ride my motorcycle. Cool. Oh,
Oh, no.
damn it. But,
Spinny doublers, no.
So, I think it's like... Oh, fuck.
Shiftless wife.
Not
without
like that.
forsaking me.
Hold on. Let me take care of this thing, and then I'll work with my, or I could just launch it off like that.
Or that.
Here we go. Like... Here's the thing, I didn't replay any of the Dante missions, and that's where I fucked up in the time that I did play this off camera.
Righto.
My mistake, but you know.
Too much fun being goth boy.
I really enjoy playing as V, to
I
be
remember
honest.
you did not click with him the first time, but I'm so glad that, like, it's something that we, you know, that we can mesh with this time through.
Yeah, same
So
here.
it's not a pain in the butt. I'm glad that you've really taken a liking to that. Wife City with the ultra up-to-date Arlo Guthrie references, I see.
The what
I?
references? If we were going for that, it was not on purpose, I'll
I made it
say.
accidentally, I just don't remember what I said.
Boomer Brie.
I had to grow up around my father. I absorbed
That's
a
fair.
lot of unfortunate
God, I
things.
still...
Oh, he's the guy who sang the motorcycle
Oh!
song.
I was making a reference to that,
G.I. Joe.
to the G.I. Joe thing. I am doing terribly again. Okay.
Hiya, watching these streams reminded me of how good the character themes are. I've been listening to V's theme on loop these past few days, paid attention to the lyrics for the first time, and realized they're a humongous plot spoiler.
But-
Wow, that's weird. Yeah, the music do slap, though.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of alluded to this in the, like, announcement tweet, but the plot doesn't really matter that much in Devil May Cry.
Uh-huh.
You're kind of just there to watch dudes be cool, and that's about it.
Really interested in seeing what they do with the V playstyle in 6.
Has 6 been announced at this point?
May have.
Because if it has, Oh, okay.
Nope, okay.
No, alright.
When they do.
No, yeah,
When
it's-
they do.
It's the type of thing, like, where it's inevitable, because, like Raina said, this game was a big success.
Goodness. You ever feel like you just have a consistent hair in your throat?
Yes.
I hate that.
I have definitely had that
The
before,
worst.
and it sucks.
My apologies for all the throat noises.
You're fine, Bree. Don't worry about
Tooth sword.
it.
You have a tooth sword. I love
I have
it.
a what?
Tooth
my,
sword.
My tooth sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got, like, the sawtooth blade from
It's like a big,
Bloodborne.
yo, it's like a big rack of ribs. Set such high bar that Bayo 3 definitely restarted development.
Do you suspect that that's why Bayonetta 3 has taken so long?
That's a good
I mean,
guess.
it's not a bad guess. Like, Bayonetta 2, like, kind of knocked it out of the park for the majority of people. And then this game itself also knocked it out of the park for a lot of people.
Mon.Zone says that door is really something.
It has its visuals.
Yeah. We bought this door from Sapphic Pathways. It's a fancy door designer.
That's a good one. I like that, Free.
What are you putting in it? Some sort of milky white spider? Yeah?
Yeah, some kind of fucked up spider thing. I couldn't describe it.
Worst doorknob I've ever seen. I hate it. The style of DMC is generally something I don't gel with, but it has so much nostalgia for me, I had to play this. I love V both for its unique kind of tool and a bit for how it lets scrubs like me get to S combos for once. It is forgiving.
It
From
definitely
what little I've played,
helps
I
with that.
remember.
I didn't start getting into S combos until I started playing as him, so I appreciate that.
Sapphic
Wait, that's not
Pathways is
long.
enjoyed. I think I can open that business up next to Wing Wang Willie's. My made-up fast food joint.
Mm-hmm.
Have a Willie's right next to a Pathways, you know, same neighborhood. Maybe a cute little boutique.
You know, the full spectrum Willies, Sapphic Pathways, you know. Was
See-
that purposeful or was that an accident when you put those two together?
That was accidental, actually.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, was it actually, like...
I'm working on branding subconsciously here. I'm a genius. See, here's the thing. I'm not worried about an employer,
Oh,
like,
I-
looking us up and finding our jokes about war crimes. I'm worried about them thinking I'm too enterprising and that I'm going to, like, fly off on my own. They're just like, oh, she's already got, like, 2 business ideas and she's running a streaming channel with someone. I don't know. She's gonna take flight the moment she can. Look at this. She is keeping within the means of production. We can't keep her from it. We can't separate these things. She's incredible. Oh no. So I don't know. V falls. Was that the
V falls apart at higher difficulties.
Oh, okay.
According to Reina, which, I mean, I wouldn't doubt.
Brandis has gotta
She
go.
has-
Might be back later. Righto.
Yeah,
Have a
for
good
sure.
one then. Thank you for popping in.
She has a higher working knowledge of these kind of character action games than I certainly do.
I'm glad that they tied the character threads together in a good way with Edie. I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. I am gonna have to, like, catch up with the VOD that I missed.
Again, Bree, you did not miss much. I could literally just tell you what it is. Turns out, like, the person that stole the arm from Nito is Virgil, who is Dante's twin brother.
Oh.
Essentially, he's like the evil twin. And what Virgil did is he used some kind of technique to purge like all of the like good and humanity out of himself, and that's who V is.
Oh,
Is
okay.
all the goodness of like Virgil just kind of like taken out of his body and made manifest as a person.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yep. Here comes the blood.
Or someone will see the streams and actually turn Wing Wang Willies into an actual place.
Copyright, copyright.
Yeah, we copied. That's
Trademark.
Yeah, we have recordings of us already having that intellectual
Yeah.
property. Don't take it
That's the
from us.
thing. We have solid proof of when we first conceptualized this.
We do.
So they cannot steal it from us.
I have all
actually.
the logos. I've got the PSD files. Like, this is all my doing. This is
Oh,
my
wow.
design.
I think this might finally be the problem enemy that Reina was talking about. Hello.
Oh, yo! Big boy!
Fucking nerd. Right.
Breakneck Predator Fury!
All right.
Whoa! That sounds like a Mountain Dew flavor. He's coming for you.
This is probably the first enemy that like requires like good reaction time.
Probably.
And that's why Reina is saying it might be an issue.
He looks like a big beefy boy. Wafidis is also, I started with DMC 2, so I'm one of a dozen
Oof.
people miffed that
That's-
the callbacks to the game got shunned to the novel instead of the game proper. A novel that hasn't been officially published outside of Japan, if I recall correctly. Goodness. That's weird.
I mean, Devil May Cry 2 was a failure as a
Yeah.
video game.
Turns out it is not best game. More video game protagonists need to boop monsters on the
Okay.
nose. They do.
That enemy was not too
Yes.
bad.
Really?
No.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's probably gonna get more troublesome as they introduce it into like bigger frays where there's like a bunch of enemies at once, but on its own, it ain't that bad.
Righto. I love how many cars are just down here.
And so, check this out. Rocket launcher.
Oh, yo.
Rocket launcher. That's what you missed last time, was me finding a sick rocket launcher.
It's a good add-on. I like it.
Great. Where the hell have
I'm
I?
gonna have some tea.
Colin and not Colin too. Oh, that's one of you guys. Alright. Oh, whoa, shit.
Haha, yeah. Wee. Woohoo. That's so rad. It is. This game is amazing.
This game fucking rules. Like, I'm glad that I'm finally getting the chance to play through it because it is a absolute blast. Yes! Get up there! Oh, don't go down to the double S. Oh, okay. Hold up.
Huh.
What happened?
Lafiti says, I started with DMC 2 equals. I went to an uncle's house, saw him play Spider Battle from DMC 1, got really pumped about it. He gave me his copy of DMC 2 to get that thrill. Sometimes I feel I got used as a meat shield that moment. There's a high possibility of
possibly.
that.
There's a chance that that was the case. You know, you want to believe in your family and the like, but sometimes they just toss things at you where you're like, oh, that was terrible. Why did you have me play that video game? It's like
what you would do.
One of my first memories of the PS2 was that my cool uncle, who's like the one that got me into like anime and video games, and like the first PS2 video game I saw was like because of him, and it was fucking the Bouncer.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I have fond memories of that title screen, just because it has such a like connection to when I was a kid. It's the Bouncer. Never get tired of it. It's why it made me so happy when that became a meme.
That's why you really need to clean out your espresso machine. Like,
I think if your espresso machine is pouring out red goo, you've got more problems than just cleaning it out.
yeah, you have more than just coffee buildup. You have a rat may have gotten in there.
Oh,
It's currently not having a good time.
no. I feel like that rat is not having anything anymore.
No.
That rat is dead. Sadly.
That rat is having its flavor extracted. Only got to try DMC 1 myself years later at a different uncle's house, but couldn't go far because his memory card was smaller than the minimum save file size of that game. Only got to truly play it all the way when the HD collection came out. Wowzers. You just had like the store demo version of that game.
Pretty much.
Maybe it's a metaphor for the coffee industry. Maybe. There's a lot of blood, you know? I hear they say a lot of like fair trade and happy time stuff, but I hear the coffee industry actually, maybe.
Yeah, it's not great.
Not
It's
great.
probably
Okay,
profiting off of, small, like, South American countries, things of that nature.
We say it all the time here, like, no ethical consumption under capitalism. Who am I to, shame the front end? But as for the actual practices, I hear it's not good. I hear there's some stuff. So maybe they were going for that. Maybe this person is like a tea enthusiast,
Yeah.
Pooch whispers, I hear that industries in general are not good. Yeah, it's pretty inherent with the label industry, I think.
Uh-huh.
You are
Yes!
correct.
Triple
Oh
S.
god, yo!
Triple S, motherfucker.
Smoking sexy style.
Finally.
Well done.
Now I'm feeling mildly confident at this video game. I'm sure a boss is gonna come along and completely dash
Oh
that.
yeah, the minute you
but-
said that, you were setting up the dominoes to your failure.
Yes.
That was, you just don't do it.
I mean, there's like the headline that I saw on Twitter last night about like something on Politico saying that like turns out marijuana is doing like the marijuana industry is causing a lot of issues for climate change. Like, dog,
Whatever.
have you looked at Bitcoin farming?
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, it turns out that any growing industry has an effect, and that's not anywhere near the top.
Yeah.
Oh no, all these plants that grow oxygen are gonna cause carbon monoxide. Anyway,
Been a while since I used my brain.
I understand that's an oversimplification, but still,
Sure.
you know what I mean. Dracula walks up and drinks the cup. What's everyone standing around my coffee machine for? I have a specialized diet. You're going to see some odd stuff in my kitchen. There's no deeper meaning here.
Oh,
Absolutely. Oh, Dracula. Stephen the Dracula will be right back.
Wait till you hear about fuel emissions. Yeah, exactly.
Pooch says, I love games like this and Bayonetta that have the heroes doing all sorts of sick shit and cutscenes, and then when it turns control over to you, it's like the clumsiest fighting ever.
I mean, that's the thing that's like really, really cool about these kinds of games is they're literally like fighting games, except
Yeah.
you're just playing against like a computer. Like the skill ceiling is just through the roof. You could do like whatever you want, essentially.
Mom.zone says, lol, wait till you hear about fuel emissions.
I said that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh. Pardon me.
it's fine. Not a big deal.
I can say it a third time.
Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Wait till... Okay. Can Dracula feel the presence of what you ate for lunch in your blood? Would he prefer blood from people who are fasting? That's a very good question. I imagine that blood probably tastes different depending on what you eat, but I don't
Oh,
really
definitely.
know. Yeah. Probably. I feel like all the workings of the body are altered in some way depending on your diet.
So this just leads me to quoting like one of my favorite so I was literally just over on like Eoghan and Zoe's stream like a little bit before we started up here, and it just reminds you of like one of my favorite bits from like the podcast that Zoe was on, where they're talking about like the way to combat like a vampire is just like eating a ton of fucking ice cream. Like the vampire just tries to suck your blood, but like your blood sugar like level in your body is so fucking high that he's just like he can't do it.
Or you could eat garlic, which wouldn't destroy your
Sure.
blood sugar, which, you know.
Like I'm not doing the joke any justice because I don't want to.
It was probably funny in the moment.
It
when
was funny.
executed.
Like I said, it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite bits.
Zoe's
But,
really funny.
Yes, she is.
Mom.zone says, but my comment was really good, so I deserved it to be read twice. It did. So nice, we read it twice. Hey there, champ. You ready for a good night's sleep? That's right, Sleepy
What are you
Toad is
even
here
doing
once
here,
again.
Sleepy Toad?
I got lost on my way to Mario World, and a bunch of demons hopped on me. Could you help me out? I'll let you stay at my hotel. You'll get a good night's sleep.
Alright.
Oh, you're hyperglycemic? I appreciate the offer of blood, but I'm on a low-carb diet.
Yeah.
I mean, he be looking thin. Dracula, he's you know, working on that cardio. Could lift a little, but
I mean,
know.
it depends on the Dracula that you're looking at.
That's true.
Like Dracula's Symphony of the Night, like Rondo of Blood, like that Dracula is like kind of looks like he's got like some heavy shoulders to him.
For sure. Maybe he lift, you know.
It might just be the cloak that he's wearing that makes him look big. Maybe that's the reason why Dracula's dressed the way that they do. Also, I like that I'm now just referring to them as Draculas and not vampires.
Yeah, Dracula. Of course.
It's because they want to appear more intimidating. It's like the lizards that have like the like hoods on their, like the frilly hoods on them.
Oh yeah. Gotta have that frilly hood.
Alright.
I expect it would be eat so much ice cream your blood will give the vampire brain freeze.
Not quite that, but that's good too.
If your blood's that cold, you got bigger problems.
Alright, let's...
If your blood's that cold, you might be a vampire. you know, okay, anyway, sorry. Joke's on you, Dracula. I have toxic levels of magnesium in my blood. Ha! Rondo of Blood, Dracula X becomes a giant ripped demon of Speedo, so maybe he likes to maintain an element of surprise. I could see that, that's fair. You know, maybe... It's good to have that.
I am
good to
paying
have that
attention.
wow factor.
I'm paying attention to what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to upgrade.
I know. You're playing the game. You need to focus to some degree, and I understand that.
Alright. Well, I've done that. That means there's probably a boss fight that I'm about to get
Boss
into.
fight, yay!
Most likely, if I had to guess.
Shit. I can't believe any of this is still standing.
Check all this shit out, man. This is crazy. You see this? This is crazy.
Isn't this crazy? It's crazy. Look at this castle. It's crazy. Dracula's banana hammock was a scrapped item to collect in Castlevania 2.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Handle now.
Hey, Dante!
The demonic power was activated in me once. When Virgil lovingly jammed this through my chest.
Lovingly.
Yeah. You know. Old brotherly love.
You know. You'll love to see it.
Father, give me the rebellion.
Okay, what are you muttering?
Well, Iago's back.
I've been stabbed and jabbed by a number of things. But who would have ever guessed?
Well,
Canon.
Dante definitely gets pegged. Confirmed.
I'll help!
Kill yourself later.
If the Yamato can separate man from devil, then what about the rebellion?
God damn it.
You are absorbing the Sparta!
Doing the what now?
Like, this goes back to the conversation we were having in that one VOD. Like, how do people play this and go, I don't know if anime is for me?
I don't know.
They're the
It's
same thing.
Like,
Yo.
trust me, I agree.
Uh-huh.
It's just very odd.
Now that is a big beefy boy. Anyway, Jusat said Dracula. Yes, of course I'm cold. Cold as the grave. Me. I saw the bathtub full of ice, dude. If this is some fetish thing, stop trying to involve me in it.
Son of a bitch.
Steve and the Dracula.
Could be killed that easy.
Tuesdays, 3 p.m.
I like hyper-realistic games like Devil May Cry and not the anime stuff.
Yeah.
Become a habit.
Metal Gear Solid, man, that's the shit. I hate anime.
I don't want anime. I want boobs and people absorbing a sword. That's... Wait.
Same thing.
Same thing.
It's basically the same fucking thing.
You can get one. He still has the sword, but he's the sword too.
Devil Sword Dante.
He had the sword in him the whole time. Hey, it's this guy again.
Yes, Uri-san.
We meet again.
Am I gonna get to play as cool Dante?
I think you might. I think you're the ultimate Guitar man.
The blade born when Dante absorbed the rebellion into his body. The weapon shares both his name and his will.
Pooch says the real sword was the friends we made along the way.
Autonomously. Okay, activate double trigger with this equipped. Will conjure swords. Okay.
I liked it.
I mean, I'm too busy just trying to pay attention to this. That's not so much like a you thing.
Okay. Jusat said, did that have to be a sword? That seems inconvenient. That he had to stab himself to activate that power. Like, I could understand if it was the sort of decision you have to be careful about, but he didn't even hesitate. No, he was just like, alright, bro. Big sword man. I mean, maybe because he's been impaled so many times, he's just like, this is coffee in the morning for me.
Yeah, he don't mind.
He's just ready to go. He knows what to do.
Exactly.
You gotta ease him into it. First with MGS, then you give him the DMC, then you give him some Tokusatsu.
Tokusatsu. That's like a Kamen Rider and shit.
Oh, right up. Then once they're deep into it, you introduce the anime written by people who also did Toku. Then you're ready to watch a ton of it. Sounds like a good pathway into it. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Well, I was thinking about energy drinks. That too.
Damn it.
Dangerous amount of stimulants.
Oh god.
Waking up first thing.
I think Zaz just had a little bit of a typo error in the announcements thing.
Oh god.
Look over in Discord.
Goodness. That's you alright. You need help.
I mean, she's over, like, hanging out with Owen and Zoe currently.
Well, I hope she's
Fuck,
alright.
I'm getting fucked up now.
It just says. That's what it says. That's a lot of jumbled stuff. I hope she isn't frantically typing for help.
Damn it.
Blood dyed his hair a cool punk red. Yeah.
Good thing I have
Hot topic.
Good thing I have a ton of gold orbs.
Okay.
Stop breaking my rock candy.
Oh, okay. That's how it works.
One of the very first DMC1 cutscenes is a flying thunder sword impaling his chest, and then him slowly raising himself from the ground. Sword passing through the torso.
I think that's literally like the first part of the first cutscene in Devil May Cry.
As I remember it.
At the very least, you don't remember it, Bree. You haven't seen it.
I played whichever game has that in it. I know.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And grabbing the sword for himself
Never
like
mind.
it's nothing. Sword through the chest is proud DMC tradition.
Yeah.
Precisely. Oh no, what happened to the cool Dante form? Oh, it's back, okay.
Yeah.
DMC3 has him getting spread in the intro, too. Oh, speared, sorry. That's a different thing. That's a different website. It's like the 4th or 5th cutscenes. Right up.
All this time, and you still don't get it.
Oh man, he's so cool. Look at him go.
Me and my letter opener are going to destroy you.
It does have a little bit of a letter opener look to it, yeah.
It has begun.
What has begun?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Techno plays. Yes.
What's happening?
Who's that?
You don't remember? That's the lady that we saved from like that one like flying boss in like one of the first chapters.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen her with clothes on and not covered in goop,
Yeah.
so I didn't really recognize her. That song is eternal. It is.
It's great.
It's a really
That
good
song
one.
fucking rips.
You got a soundtrack with KMFDM and like friggin' God, who else? Rammstein was on there.
That's the thing. I do not care about Mortal Kombat in basically any form. However, that song is a bop.
Probably the only good thing to utilize that particular synth sound effect. That sound font has been clunkily used in a few other things in that time, but only that really used it to its full intensity. I want you to look up an electronic duo called Quadrophonia if you want to hear it used wrong. Lady is a major character in DMC3, then a support character in DMC4 and the anime.
Okay. Only gotta be. But I got a triple S on one of the missions in there, so I'm happy
Count
with
it.
that.
That's good. You did well. That outfit, though.
Why aren't they kissing? Why aren't they in the van making out?
Yeah, the two girls should keep.
Looks like no one's worse for wear. I'm just gonna double.
Oh, my aching back.
Some of these people really look like wrestling personas.
What is Urizen after?
I mean, that's... Bree, that's like its own fucking can of worms to get into. Like, wrestling has influenced so much of video games and anime.
Yeah.
Like,
The fruit born through the cleft.
of course they're gonna look like weird wrestling personas in there.
It's just something I noticed.
Uh-huh.
Even the almighty Mundus used it to become king of the underworld. A feed told me.
So, it's a whole thing.
Well, it's a lovely story and all, but as long as we know where to find him.
You are the infamous Dante.
You ever think about how V effectively came out of the womb with back problems? Mood.
Oh.
Big mood.
Sound familiar?
Poor V.
Strong gay
My
energy.
grandmother was Nell Goldstein, the gunsmith that made all your fancy weapons that you got strapped back there.
She's nerding out very hard.
There she is.
You don't much look like
Yeah, I got my looks from my daddy. That's about all I got from him.
Piece of shit.
I managed to call
My daddy looked like a hot lesbian.
Considering
If anything, I guess I consider that one
of
lesson
us
from...
finally reading. Reading.
Rising Zan has risen. What? Okay.
I love video games.
Alright. Sure.
I fucking love video games.
I'm out.
Like, this is the type of shit that you did not get in the, like, Ninja Theory Devil May Cry that came out. Like, they tried to be, like, edgy and do, like, winking at the camera shit, but they never did anything like that with just complete earnesty.
I love that.
That's not what I mean.
Let him go, Dante.
Like, it's so good.
Luxury that we can no longer afford. We must chase after him post-haste.
Oh, man.
What? Does that mean you're going too?
I have a duty to
That was
see this
amazing.
through.
It was.
Yeah.
You showed me, before we even played this at all, you showed me clips from, like, the earlier games and just, like, the off-the-wall bullshit that happened. And I was like, I'm so on board for this.
No, yeah, like...
Yeah. Because nothing else does that.
Says I hated DMC so much. It's hard for me to speak to it because I felt like gameplay-wise it was basically fine. Like, it could have been worse.
Opalese says,
What?
there must have been some magic in that cowboy hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Thank you for that.
But yeah, like, the Ninja Theory DMC, like, was perfectly fine as a character action thing, but just, it didn't have a good, like, vibe to it. And, like, Wafidi, I think, last time was saying that that's because Capcom, like, specifically wanted them to make it, like, very distinct from what the previous entries in the series were like, but it
Of
just...
course.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It don't work.
You're too on the nose, it's just, have some fun. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta have fun in a way that doesn't, like... It doesn't just feel, like, boring and generic.
Yeah.
I'll play some more Dante. I need to get used to the guy.
Was an okay game and it had some decent ideas, but it was not Devil May
No.
Cry at all.
It was definitely not the Devil May Cry that everyone knew and loved. Like, even I can't really... Even I can't speak that much to the previous entries. Like I said before, I've played, like, the smallest chunk of the original Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
I know I need to get back to it at some point, but it's hard. That first game is clunky. Like, admittedly, it is a very clunky video game for what was trying to be, like, one of the first 3D, like, character action things.
Yeah. Just too ambitious, or?
I wouldn't say too ambitious. It's because, like, back then, because it was originally supposed to be like a survival horror game before it just like got completely reworked, it had like all those like fixed camera angles and things of that nature.
Oof.
So like it wasn't very conducive to what character action is now. So it's rough in those regards. There's definitely good parts of it from what I remember, but it's tough. It is very, very tough to go back to.
Lafayette says, Tameen's confidence and desire to put a strong face in interviews rubbed a ton of people the wrong way, but he was effectively between a rock and a hard place marketing that DMC, or making that DMC.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like I said, I think Wafie was commenting last time that Capcom specifically wanted them to like make it very different from the past entries. So it's less on Ninja Theory and more... It's partially less on Ninja Theory and a little bit more on Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
God, I have so much trouble sometimes with my air combos. Come on. Wait, oh, I forgot I still had Gunslinger on. Hold on.
I feel like Code Vein took a lot from this game. Like, this looks like where we played the slow-motion yakety sax the first time.
Nah, like, these games... I think Code Vein might have come out before this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think that's less of a Code Vein cribbing off of Devil May Cry, and they're just being, like, kind of hell imagery that a lot of video games kind of pull from.
Just the kind of burnt Giger painting look that everything...
Yeah.
Alright.
Like...
Hey friend, can I sell you some knives? It slices, it dices, it's serrated, it can't be sharpened, it's a piece of garbage. Buy it. Look, I'll cut through you. See how quickly it slices through Dante?
God.
Oh god. It'll prepare you all,
Fuck.
Dante, am I right? DMC 1 and DMC 3 are the most beloved of the series, but they are a world and a half apart. Also a sign of how much sophistication PS2 dev got by the end of its life cycle. DMC 1 has strong Dreamcast energy.
Sure, yeah, I could see that comparison there.
Dreamcast is weird and had a lot of memorable, amazing games, but it was also, as I tend to say, quite ambitious. It tried to do a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, I am
before anyone else was doing that stuff, and it was like, oh, this isn't there yet, not quite.
Yeah, it's a valiant effort, but they don't got it.
Bless you for pioneering the idea. But Dreamcast had heart, and I loved that for it. Yeah. When mine stopped working, I felt really sad because I really loved like playing the games on there, all of which ported terribly to everything else, so I can't genuinely relive them.
I hopped out of the way with whatever video game. Fuck, I'm getting all the way fucked up right now.
You having a rough time?
Kinda.
Oh gee, you having a rough time? Oh no, you having a rough time.
Need to just get... Oh.
That was a very not triumphant transformation.
No, that was honestly kind of embarrassing for me.
You still unlock it easy mode in this game by dying a lot, as
I don't
you
know.
said.
I haven't had it happen yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I've died like 4 or 5 times, I think. Maybe like 6 or 7. Somewhere in that range.
Oh, sure. Dreamcast has Maken X, the greatest Atlas game of all time, too powerful for any other console to handle.
And I think character designs by Kyu Hayashida of Dorohedoro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think. I'm pretty sure that's the same game that I'm thinking of. Let's try this again.
You got this, son.
The manga adaptation was done by Kuya. Okay, that's where my mistake was.
It's amusing they made the game throw shade at players like that. You unlocked easy mode.
No,
There
yeah.
you go, kiddo.
I appreciate when games do that. Like, not so much because it's like shaming players, but like, if the player seems to be having trouble with just like the base difficulty, then they probably should know that they have the option to bring it down.
Yeah. That is the other thing too, is that like difficulty is a lot of gatekeeping stuff. A game should be played at whatever difficulty you can play it at, and that's,
Exactly.
you know.
Shit.
I love in Forza games that they'll ask if you want to raise difficulty if you're doing well. I mean, it's fair.
That too.
If you're just blazing through it, it also isn't fun, so it's like, well...
Okay. Grab these. And hop in the hole. Whee!
I can smell that piece of shit from up here. It needs to be flushed.
Well, that's rude.
That's not very nice.
He may be a demon, but you know, you don't have to be cruel to him.
Don't call names, communicate.
Let's see, do I even really have the means to buy next levels of anything? Not really. I'm gonna hold off on buying anything then. Myself get some more red orbs and then worry about it.
Oh,
Where's the next hole I'm going down? Shove me into the garbage hole. Here I go.
wee.
Where am I going?
Oh man, that's potent. It almost smells like garbage.
You've been losing your mind over that.
I
over
love
that clip.
Trevor James. I love the Food Ranger so much because sometimes he says words and it's the most insane thing I've ever heard. And I love it so much.
Get the fucking demon here.
This whole thing looks like a joyful heart attack.
You know,
It's
you
like-
start running out of ways to like compliment things, so you can't really blame him.
I mean, he kept using that terminology further in the video, though.
What, joyful
Looks
heart
like
attack?
Such a heart attack. You guys, this just does taste like it just tastes like an absolute heart attack. He says smiling, and it's like, I don't know what a joyful heart attack is, but I'd prefer to avoid any of them. It's very caloric. Yes, it's very sweet and dense. I get that. But like,
still have
my
guns
guy. To be clear, this was only on DMC3. Every other DMC released by Capcom USA kept the difficulty settings as they were originally. Huh.
DMC3 is supposed to be like the toughest game in the series, like is supposedly very, very hard. Rev it up! Rev it up! Shit, right, still got... Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. Dante has so much, like, skills to work with. Like, I think Eoghan when he got introduced, but, like, he is such a fucking complicated and, like, mechanically dense character. It's kind of insane.
It seems like you switch things up like you would in, like, Yakuza.
Kind of.
Where, like
but
this is my punching style, this is my spin kick style.
Here's the thing, it's not just that. You have your styles that you switch between, but you also have weapons that you switch between constantly. So, like, it's never just one thing in it. Like, it is kind of buck wild, honestly.
It's really neat that they put that much work into the battle mechanics.
Totally.
It offers so many options.
But also, it's a bit much. Even as someone who likes character action things, it becomes very intensive.
It's a lot, definitely, but yeah.
Like, at the very least, things like Bayonetta, you feel like you can kind of generally get a strong grip, like, on the mechanics, like, halfway through the game. But, like, they don't even introduce Dante as, like, playable in this game until, like, alright, bye, dude. Until, like, halfway through it. Which is, like, one character that you're gonna spend a decent amount of time with. It's good, like, again, I don't necessarily want this to seem like I'm complaining a ton about it.
No, I mean, like, you've made it clear, you know, it's really cool to have. It's an interesting decision as of where and how to throw these things down, but I mean, I think it's good. It's good to have options. You find the thing that works for you and use that. Oh, there you go.
Here we go. Let's fucking get this over with.
Big, cool, shiny devil Dante.
Yeah. Well, I can still get a score in this video game.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nope.
Or I just get knocked right back down to Dismal. God damn.
Knuckles the Echidna knocks you back on your butt.
Apparently, I mean, he's more Sonic-like than Knuckles. Can't wait to see that new Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
I'm not gonna see it. You
Yes,
can
you
watch
are,
it.
Bree.
I'm not gonna.
You're gonna, Bree.
No.
You are.
No, you can't actually make me. I have autonomy.
That's fair. That's a very fair point that you make, but also
I saw a post recently mentioning that, like, hate watching bad movies sends the message that we'll keep paying for them making low-effort films, and I subscribe to not getting involved.
sure.
I'm just not gonna. I just don't wanna.
Like, I typically would agree, but here's the thing, it's not going to be so much hate watching because I think Idris Elba's a good actor, so I'll watch him in a cartoon.
I don't want to watch someone's cinematic downfall if I like them.
That's not cinematic downfall. He was just in like
It's a Sonic movie.
It's probably gotta be fine. Like, that's the long and the short of it. That movie is probably going to be totally fine.
Like, what I heard of is this going to be another one of those, like, Olive Garden the movie?
Oh, definitely, but like any AAA studio thing nowadays is going to just kind of be that.
It's just everything that I had heard from people talking about that film was that it sucked. And I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like they've lost their... If they had any chance to build trust with me for a sequel, they had to hook me on the first one, and I never saw it, because it sounded like butt.
Hi, Sass.
Hey. That's cute.
What is that?
Trying to figure that out. Is that,
Oh, I meant to link this. Fucking God.
If Idris Elba can survive the Dark Tower, he can survive anything. Yeah. Sass, why have you said this?
Guilty conscious.
Oh, God.
Wait a second.
Thank you for the follow, Fran Opossum.
Oh, you're welcome.
Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Big pokey monster. Tangential, have you seen the Sonic OVA, Bree? If yes, what are your thoughts on it? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't either. Like, I do not consume much in the way of Sonic media, so I just don't really have any,
If there's somewhere to stream it, I'll give it a look.
There probably is. I imagine you could find that pretty readily on, you know, whatever illicit site you wanna...
Look up Sonic OVA. Okay.
For sure, Fran Opossum. I'm doing less well, but only in the sense that I'm not playing this video game well.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'm
I
fine.
think we're doing well in showering, at least, you know? I just did, like, the other night.
I need to do that tomorrow.
Alright, but I did yesterday night, and that was good. That was... I like being fresh.
Oh, the whole thing's on YouTube, apparently.
I know!
There you
Better
go.
yet. Thank you. We'll give it a look.
Yeah, Yeah, this is my first time ever playing through Devil May Cry 5, and from what I've been told by other people that playing video games well on Twitch.tv, that's just not possible.
No, you don't watch chat and
That's
play a game well at
unrealistic.
the same time.
That's unrealistic expectations.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's a lot. Don't put that on yourself.
Raid is stylish. I still don't know what any of this does.
The look on V's face was just like, hey, V, time to clean the toilets.
Oh, okay, boss.
I'm here for the vibes, not skills. Aw, we like to be a chill hangout spot.
Oh, Gilbert Gottfried's gonna drop you.
I know.
Oh, you're falling apart, Adam Driver. You're not gonna make it. For a second, I forgot what that actor's name was. It's like, you got this, right, him.
Is Adam Driver's son Adam Passenger? His wife Adam Co-Pilot?
Fine, that one got me.
Stream just shuts down. Alright, shut it off, pull the lever.
Uh-huh.
This is what happens when you live in a low humidity region and don't moisturize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get that. I mean, that's what happens to us during winter, usually.
Yeah.
Like, I am as, like, pale as the fucking moon, but, like, when winter comes around in Phoenix, I start getting, like, slight ashiness on my fingers, on, like, my hands and stuff.
A little bit. We're moving somewhere more humid.
Yay!
That
That's
has
gonna be
rain
very
and
nice.
good weather. Yay! And it's not constantly fucking hot. Yay!
Yep.
That's gonna be good.
Really gonna like that. I'm gonna sell off a whole bunch of manga and hopefully make okay money off of it.
Yay!
Are you alright, V? You might want to take a break.
Specifically, like the first 15 volumes of the out-of-print Higurashi manga.
I mean, that's pretty noteworthy now.
Apparently, there are people trying to scalp the shit out of that on Amazon.
Yes, it is only sometimes unbearably hot. Exactly. There's a season. The season's kind of hot. We'll get a space air conditioner. We can deal. But then, after the middle of summer, it gets better. And I've always wondered what that would be like if after summer it
White
wasn't
City.
incredibly stupid
Hey.
hot. Huh?
Thank you for the 100 bits.
Oh yeah, thank you. His boyfriend, his wife also shares Adam Oxcord. I like it.
It's good. That's a good one. Thank you for that.
That's their like in-car musician.
Where am I?
Just plays a trumpet.
I'm losing.
Hey, play Sandstorm.
His son, Adam Sparetire.
Yeah. I live in a savanna climate region. 2 weeks per year of cold climate seem to have ended a couple days ago, and I'm practically crying bloody tears.
Oof.
Yeah, it's rough. I don't like living in the mostly hot. I want to
Nah,
live in the
it's-
mostly rainy and like being like shrouded in clouds and downpour of water is my sunny day. I wake up, I'm like, yes, drench me in your
Same
cold.
here.
I love it.
I deeply appreciate that kind of weather.
Yeah, my body's more suited to it. I've often said my parents are incredibly irresponsible people. They're an Irishman and a Russian woman, and they said, hey, let's have a child in the desert. That's a great idea.
I have asthma. My kids are gonna have asthma. Let's go have our kids in the desert.
Like in a valley where it all sits.
In a desert valley.